Yes, welcome back to another two-wheel review here on the channel. Today we have the Engwe L20 3.0 Pro, the Pro Edition. Pro meaning spec'd up, loads of really cool kind of premium features, and we're going to get into this bike in this video. Stay tuned. Yeah, the Engwe comes really well shipped, loads of padding, everything covered up. We have a box inside of a box, so let's get into this thing now. We actually have 2 boxes, 3 boxes, God, loads. So we have the charge brick, which is a quick charge. So this thing, flash charge, will literally charge the bike within like 2 hours, which is an absolute game changer. This is a game changer, absolute beast of a charger this. So we'll just take the seat out first. Again, even the seat is individually wrapped and well padded. Probably the accessory box now with foot pegs, stuff like that. So let's have a little look. So there's all of your bits and pieces. So in the box we have the kickstand we just have to install. It's a nice one. Got a free pump, always nice to include a free pump. It's not branded or anything, but just a basic pump that will do the job. It will get you started, that's the main thing. Obviously you've got your derailleur guard here, your bolt for your front wheel, foot pedals, a proper toolkit. Always come with spare brake pads. I love that Engwe. So this is how the bike comes out, very well protected. Just the normal, we have to go around, take all of the padding off and then put a few bits and pieces together. So we just put the seat in, the easiest part. With this stem, just put it in, line it up. There's a fold-in stem, so make sure it is the right way. Put this bolt in. This is where the handlebars will go, so just take this bracket off. As always, take this bolt and just discard of it. It's there to kind of protect the front fork, so this can literally go in the bin. And make sure you take out this spacer in the brake caliper, again there just to protect the pads. Discard of that. Come on the handlebars, this just literally pulls out from the frame. You can take it in and charge it indoors with your fast charger. You can really see that display every time you go up a level assist. It changes colour. It's not really showing up on camera, but you've got like purple, orange, like teal, like a green, yellow and like white. So I really like the display. So the lights super bright. You can see there, ultra bright front, like a dual LED headlight. And then you've got the rear light and brake light, I believe. Oh no, it's not a brake light. It's a no brake light on this, which is surprising. So that's the Engwe L20 3.0 Pro. Oh, it's windy. Yeah, welcome back to beautiful England. More awful weather. You might hear some wind noise, so apologies. Yeah, we are on the Engwe L20 3.0 Pro. You know it's a good one when it's got a Pro in the title. Wow, it's windy. Yeah, it's windy. First impressions today, first ride. I'm going to tell you what my thoughts are of this amazing Engwe. One of the best bikes I've ever ridden. I read it to work this morning and I was blown away with just how good it was, the quality. Yeah, so this bike is around about £1,600, so it's quite expensive, but you are getting some pretty top-notch features, including an anti-theft system, which is good. Also, a mid-drive motor, which is great. It's a 250 watt motor, so completely UK compliant. You're getting a torque sensor, which I'm not a huge fan of, but this one seems quite responsive. The latest Engwe bikes, the torque sensors have been very good actually, very good. So I'm not going to moan about that in this video. This one seems very quick. It pulls away instantly. Another thing this bike has going for it, it's like riding on a cloud. It's the most comfortable bike I've ever ridden. Like loads of suspension points, including a springy seat, springy saddle. But this test now is just the basic kind of riding experience. And I've got to say, just commuting home now from work, normal everyday use, this is what the bike is really designed for. It is a commuter. Traffic lights, just a really, really pleasant bike to ride. You know, I can see this being the perfect bike for somebody with disabilities. That step-through design, easy to get on and off of it, little to no effort whatsoever, and a killer battery. So, you know, you're going to do some serious mileage on this thing. Oh my God, yeah, that torque sensor is just, as soon as you kind of push down harder, it just flies off. Just flies. I mean, it is only a 15-mile-an-hour bike. It's got so much torque. I reckon it's got about 18 Newton meters of torque, which is quite a lot. Ah, bloody traffic lights. Yeah, hydraulic brakes as well. Instantly, fastly, safely. I love that. I love bikes that just have that enough torque to pull away smoothly, especially on hills. Wow, this bike just breezes up hills. Once you hit one traffic light, you hit them all. So yeah, this is the first initial ride. I knew it would be quality. You know it's going to be quality from the name, Engwe. All they do is quality. So I was so excited when this arrived to get to test and ride this. It's a real honour, real pleasure. It's not the lightest bike in the world, but probably manageable. Getting it on and off the train should be relatively kind of straightforward. Like I said, it does fold. Hydraulic brakes as well. Instant stopping power. The cockpit's nice, really nice. Handle grips. Huge, great display in the middle here. All of your kind of information on there. Your control panel off to the left. Trying to think of something to say about this bike that I haven't said about every other Engwe bike. It's just amazing. You know what you're going to get. You know what you're going to get with Engwe. Well built, well made. As always, we will do the walk around shortly. Always start with a real world test. You know, a real world test in real world conditions. We've got my massive hill to do yet, so that's going to be the real test. How's it going to cope with my hill? I've got a feeling she's going to pass it with flying colours. As always, everything is kind of linked in the description, and if you do use my link, you'll be helping me out as well. Make me a few pennies. I don't actually own my own bike. If I did own a bike, it would probably be this one. And there's a few reasons for that. I'll go into them shortly. You know, Engwe have kind of moved away from their illegal bikes. Every bike coming out of the factory now is UK and European compliant. And I do think that's a good thing. You know, I do miss the old 30-mile-an-hour engine pro bikes, but something like this, if you are spending this much money on a bike, what's the point in risking it getting seized? Like, Engwe have made the right decision in moving in this direction. Legal e-bikes. Unfortunately, the law is not going to change, so you have to move with the times. So Engwe just keep finding ways to make their 250-watt bikes better. We'll kind of go around all of the specs of the bike shortly when we do the walk around. Do apologise about the weather again. It's that time of year, isn't it? I'm so busy at work at the moment, literally working 7 days a week while I'm doing these reviews to and from work. Plus it's real world test, isn't it? You know, this bike is designed to be a commuter, and I've used it to commute to work. Right, this is the daddy of the hill. It's only a short hill, but it's steep, very steep, and we are getting up there next to no effort, which is awesome. So I'm thoroughly impressed with the Engwe L20 3.0 Pro. They do a cheaper version, less kind of features. This one has a mid-drive, the Boost doesn't. I did review that bike, so I'll leave a link to that in the description. If you're after something similar but not quite as expensive, that is a really good option for you. But if you want those kind of high-end features like the mid-drive, then you will have to spend a little bit more. Yeah, so the L20 from Engwe, I've been riding it now for about a week. Normally my reviews are done over a couple of days, but I wanted to spend a week with this bike and really put it through its paces. I've been riding it to and from work kind of every day, probably about 4 miles a day. So I really have got a good feel for this bike, kind of on its performance, its battery life, the range, stuff like that. So we're going to dive all into that now, plus check out some of the key features. As you can see, the bike is in this beautiful black colour. It does come in 2 colours, the other one being like a gold. They call it champagne, but it is like a beigey gold. I do like the black one. Yeah, this bike is a folding bike as well. There's just so many features. It's normally really quiet up here. There's just a lot of features to love about this bike here. It folds, it's got kind of 2 folding points right in the middle of the bike, and the handlebars clamp, so it's really convenient for kind of train traveling, getting in the back of the car, the back of like the camper van. It is a really convenient bike, and it's quite a small frame bike, but the battery on here is one of the kind of key points to me. It's integrated into the frame. It's a 48 volt 15 amp hour, so a good battery, a good size battery, and I've been using it every day for a week to and from work, probably about 4 miles a day, and I think it's on about 80% still, so that's incredible. And a lot of that is to do with the torque sensor. Obviously it doesn't give you all of the power all of the time. The torque sensor doesn't disperse all of the power all of the time. It's kind of, you know, they work by now. If you've been watching these videos for any length of time, you'll know what a torque sensor is, because I bang on about it all the time. But yeah, that kind of helps preserve battery life. But yeah, the overall kind of aesthetics of the bike is very nice. I do like the step through design, really good for people who have kind of mobility issues. So we'll do the walk around now. You've seen my unboxing, initial impression, so now we'll kind of do the walk around of the bike. I'll show you some of the kind of killer features in more detail. So the battery is integrated into the frame. You just kind of unlock it here and pull it out, so you can take it in and charge it, or charge it on the bike. It does have 2-hour fast charging, which is a game changer. I think fast charging is a game changer. If you're going somewhere for the day, you can literally take the battery out and stick it on charge, have a coffee, and you'll be ready to go. Yeah, one of the other features on this bike, one of the main features, the feature I probably like the most, is this mid-drive motor. The boost version doesn't come with this. It comes with a standard rear hub motor, but this has a mid-drive, and you can feel the difference. It's incredibly smooth, kicking out about 80 Newton meters of torque. It is still UK compliant, 250 watts, so you know it's not illegal, but there's enough power there to easily get you to 15.5, and you can literally feel when you're riding the power cut out at 15. It kind of like jolts and stops, so it has got way more to give. Doesn't struggle to get up to that speed. It's a breeze. So that is a really nice feature, and it's a really nice balance to the bike as well there, not being on the back, being in the centre. It gives a really nice riding kind of experience. So it comes with really good suspension. One of the highlights of this bike is it is like riding on a cloud. It's so comfortable to ride. You've got a suspension point at the back of the bike, plus at the front, and those 4x3-inch Fat Boy tyres do a really good job of soaking up bumps in the road. I wouldn't say they're off-road tyres. They are puncture-proof, but I wouldn't like to really take this bike off-roading. I mean, you could do it, but I think it is mainly a kind of city commuter bike. Plus it has front and back hydraulic brakes and a really convenient back rack. And the springy seat post is definitely one of the most comfiest I've ever tried. Yeah, this bike also has full app control, including GPS tracking and like a motion detector on it, so it's kind of an anti-theft system. I do feel it's a little bit gimmicky. I've got to be honest, it will make a noise and it might put some people off stealing your bike, but probably not. You can't beat a good old-fashioned lock and chain. I still think that is the biggest deterrent for bike thieves, but it's there. It's a cool little feature, and like I said, it's got GPS tracking, all the kind of bells and whistles you'd expect from something at this price point. It is currently about £1,600, so it's kind of middle of the park in terms of pricing. I do a lot of kind of cheaper bikes and some more expensive. This is kind of middle of the road, but you're getting Engwe's quality, which they are well known for, and you're getting some really nice features. And the proof is in the pudding. It is a joy to ride. That mid-drive is beautiful. It's so smooth. The torque sensor, again, I'm not the biggest fan of them. This one isn't as good as the newly released P275, which I did do a review on. I'll put it in the description. That is by far the best torque sensor, but that had like some special artificial intelligence wizardry going on in there. If they could incorporate that torque sensor into this bike, you would be onto an absolute winner. And also shove the boost button on there as well, because I love that. Yeah, you've got a front and back light, a dual LED headlight, you've got lockout and preload on the suspension. Also, you can have a basket on there, like this kind of metal plate they put. Instead of just leaving 4 screw holes, they put that nice Engwe logoed metal plate on there. I think it just looks tidier. And you've got your back light as well. No brake light, but front and back light, everything you'd expect. Just a very good looking bike, I love it. It's definitely one of my kind of favourites. I don't want to part with it. I've had a whale of a time riding this thing around for a week, to and from work. Just feels great. Whiz through traffic, no problem at all. It is the perfect bike for somebody who struggles with mobility. I think it's easy to get on and off, but is it easy to fold? I've not actually folded this bike before, so this will be interesting. So that clip just comes out. This should just kind of spin around like that. It does have like a handy stand as well, and they come down. That's kind of it. It's sort of folded, isn't it? You can see. There you go. That's sort of folded. And of course you just have to reverse the process. So if you have enjoyed this video, please do give me a massive thumbs up, subscribe, use my link in the description if you want to purchase this Engwe or any other Engwe. I'll make a little bit of commission money, so that is very much appreciated. Yeah, I want to give you my honest opinion about this bike. It's a lot of money, I know. £1,600 is a lot. Is it worth it? I think it is, because you're getting a really nice, easy to ride bike. Looks lovely. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. If you've got that kind of money, there is a lot of cheaper options out there for you. But if you want something that's really well made with these kind of high-end features, if you haven't quite got that money, you can go to the Boost version, which is more of a stripped-down version. Still getting some really good features. Just a couple of the high-end features are missing, like the mid-drive motor. That actually has a rear hub. So that kind of thing doesn't worry you. You could always go for the cheaper Boost version. Or the P275, which is a beautiful bike. Well, I've been David. This has been a two-wheeled review. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.